0x447. This is a new memory dump episode where I'm going to talk about CloudFormation files and how I want to update my tiny stack that I created to deploy a EFS drive anytime I need it. So I found myself needing standalone EFS drives. And for that, I decided to basically make a simple CloudFormation file to just, click here and deploy the EFS drive with some basic settings. So, for example, in which VPC you want to deploy it, what the CIDR of the network, what type of drive you want to deploy, and the throughput if you choose to have max IO, the subnet where you want to have it, bursting, provisioned, for example, and what's the retention in days. Sorry, not the retention, is the transition from general storage where you pay more to the AI storage, where if a file is not accessed after a specific amount of time, it goes into a lower cost mode, let's call it that way. It's slower, but you don't have to pay, especially if those EFS drives will contain data that needs to be stored for a long time and not used. So this is ideal. Of course, you can say never. And a unique identifier to allow you to deploy allow you to deploy this stack multiple times. This way you always have one, you have a frame of reference what you're deploying. Let's say, I don't know, accounting, office, video, data, whatever. And so this is cool, it works, but what I'm missing is a backup system. So AWS has backups, which is a fairly new service where they're starting to aggregate basically everything. You can make backups for EBS, EC2, RDS, DynamoDB, EFS, storage gateway, and so on, right? Which is nice. And so what we want to do is to create, to basically have, oh, there you go. That's what I wanted. So this is the dashboard where we have nothing, which is good. We need a vault, we need a plan, and we need to protected resources. I guess that's the EFS drive. We need jobs, that needs to be happening, and settings, nothing to configure here. Everything is enabled, which is good. So we are going to extend the CloudFormation file that I already have created. So what we have right now, it's basically super simple. We have a file system. We say if it's encrypted or not. In this case, we say true always. It could be a parameter eventually. Actually, that's a good idea. But right now I just hard-coded it. Performance type from the parameter option, lifetime again, throughput mode. So basically everything here is what you select is going to be placed here, right? And then we have some tags to make sure that your unique name is going to be applied, and some advertising. Mount target. Oh, okay. So the mount target is basically tying everything together. So you have the file system, you have the security group, which is basically which network can access the EFS drive. So in this case, we are using the CIDR value that you provided to say only this network under this port can access this drive. So for example, let's open this one more time. So when you, there you go. So for example, you can say I am deploying in this VPC, I'm doing this network, a subnet, and then in the CIDR you can say 172.31 .00/16 or 48/20. And so, for example, if you do 48/20, only this network can get in. Only resources inside this network can get into the EFS drive. If you were to say .0.016, then any resource within the subnets would be able to access that that EFS drive, right? So this way you can lock it down a little bit more if you needed to. Of course, you can go even crazy and say only a specific IP could get in, whatever. In this case, this is a more general setup that at least allows you only to lock down access to that within that one VPC. Okay, so if we have this, oh yeah, and then mount target is basically tying these two things together. So it's security group, file system, and the subnet that you selected. And this way, everything then comes together, and we have a EFS drive that you can access. And so now we need to extend this with a backup. So that's what I will do. Backup. We don't need an index because everything is going to be broken down to different things, right? So we need a vault. Let's see how this goes. Let me move the mic. Okay. So CloudFormation, AWS Backup, Vault. How do you type Vault? I hate this. Vaults. Vaults. I don't know what those are. CloudFormation. And I have a fly in my room. Awesome. So let's go here and see what we got. Backupvault. Okay, seems reasonable. So let's see what we are going to get. Vault? JSON? Maybe. Oh, I actually got the fly. Nice. Let's right now call it vault for now and paste this and actually come up with a better name. Backupvault, I guess. That's the better name I can create. There you go. It's going to be just one, so. Access policy. Oh, I'm scared already. Backupvault name. I can do that. That's easy. That's easy. We can use the unique name, right? So we know which one is which. Backupvault name. Done. Access policy. I don't care still. Vault tags. Encryption. Notification. Okay, so Backupvault tags. I like tags because we can put stuff in our tags. So let's see what we have here. Tags. What can you do? Metadata. You can blah blah blah. We know what tags are. But the Backupvault tag is just saying JSON. It should be an array, because if you can see here, tags normally are an array of objects, and suddenly this documentation says something else. Again, this is one of those things. You think you understand something about CloudFormation, and then in your face. Metadata that you can assign to help organize the resources you created. Each tag is key value pair. Each tag is, so it should be an array, right? So if each tag key value is objects normally, and you have each, so it should be a multiple of. An example, anything? Nothing. It's just figure it out, David. We are going to skip tags in this case for now. So at least if we deploy, we try to initially when you work with CloudFormation, do the minimal to make sure you can deploy, because debugging, as you saw in the previous videos, is annoying and takes a lot of time. So if you're not sure about something and the requirement is set to no, just skip it. So access policy, we don't care. Resource-based policy that used to manage access permission to the target Backupvault. Not required. I will not add it at this point. Encryption ARN. So we are not also going to do that because to get an ARN, we have to actually create first the key. And that will require a next additional resource that we can actually, sure, add. But do we want to? Or I think the best option would be in the parameters, ask the user when it's deploying the stack, hey, provide a ARN to a key so you can manage your keys however you want, and we are not creating them on the fly for you, which is something you might not want to do. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see. How easy it is to make keys with CloudFormation. Notification, the SNS event notification to specify Backupvault. I don't care. I don't care about being notified. I trust you, AWS, that you're going to do this stuff when I tell you to. Haha, that's not true. Anywho. So, no, yes. So the name is the only thing that we actually added, right? That's it, awesome. Okay. So we open the terminal window, VM docker. We go inside. Dun, 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 dun. Grapes. As I showed you last time, that's how you make, how you work with CloudFormation files. If you don't remember, go back and watch the previous video, which takes 2.5 hours. So good luck finding what I'm talking about right now. That's the ass that I am. Okay. So drive, EFS, CloudFormation. Next. So for sure I have to reorganize all of this stuff because it's super annoying. Let's call it video. We are making a video. Let's call it a video. 72 31 00 16. We can do it that way. 00 subnet burst. Okay, so in theory, if I deploy this, it should break because that's what CloudFormation files do. They like to not deploy. We'll see how lucky we're going to get. Crunch and crunch all the day. Stuff is happening in the vault. Away. What? No, makes no sense. Hey, we have a video. What? Why do we have a key? How is this possible? What have you done, AWS? Manage key, customer key. No customer key, custom key. No custom key, manage key. Wait. Okay. Oh, backup. Interesting. Okay. So by default there is a key which is okay. And so by default they're using it. So what? Go back to the document. But where is the Love it. Go here, maybe. Okay. The server-side encryption key that is used to protect your backups, for example. They don't say that if you don't provide it, they will give you one by default, which is cool. But at the same time, why didn't they say that? Anywho, okay. So we have the vault. I mean, I guess then we also have the drive, right? EFS. Yay, we have also the drive. Okay, cool. Well, while we are at it, let's try to add the tags, which is cryptic. So let's see how that's going to fail. because in theory it should, but should be just be this, that, and then we can just copy whatever we had here, right? Because that should just work, right? Because that's AWS, stuff just works, right? Are you getting my jokes? I hope not, or maybe I hope yes, whatever. Okay, so we added what I think should work. Let's see what AWS says about my thinking. Does it like my thinking? Next, and we change nothing. Go next, scroll down, let's see what type of changes do we get. Backupvault modifying conditional. Okay, fire. How hard will it crash? Hey, it did crash, of course. Property validation failure. Value of property Backupvault tag does not match the map. The what? Okay, so this is actually a cool thing to be aware of. Slowly but surely, CloudFormation error messages are getting better and better. So you can see that it's saying / Backupvault tag, right? So if we go to our CloudFormation file, we search for this, of course, remove all the nonsense. And I'm searching in the wrong place, of course. Let's try in this place. Hey, we found it. Mystery solved. You see that you're going to find a tag that they're complaining about, and the / it means it's in the root thing of the properties, right? So if the error was in the key, you'd get basically something like this. / it's going to, I think, even say the place of the thing on the map, and basically it's going to give you the whole path of where the problem is. This is, from my experience, around 30% of the cases still, but it's growing. So in this case, we can see that they give you back a nice error that says, yo, this tag is wrong. Figure it out. But now, does not match the type map. And this is, again, cryptic stuff. That who knows what's going on. So one crazy way to double check the documentation that you can do is always use AWS CLI documentation. Let's see if I can actually make use of this. This? Yes. Okay, so backup. We have it. So this is basically the list of all the commands that you can have, right? So you select the backup command, and then we want to have the vault, create backup vault. Okay, so this is, AWS space, and this is the option that you want to select. And they tell you Backupvault tags, right? Okay, so you can do this, copy and search. And they tell you a map, right? So, and now they give you an example, the right one, I guess. Metadata you can assign to each term key value pairs. So that's what they've meant when they said key value pairs. So they basically want, what do they want? So this is the JSON that the CloudFormation document is referring to, right? Because we cannot pass this to CloudFormation, that doesn't exist. But they're saying, okay, this is super strange. Let's see what happens if I just do this, which makes no sense unless I have an idea. Oh my God, I think that's what they've done. No, they didn't do that. Let's try to add just one. I have my suspicion that's not going to work, and I know how to fix it, but I want to make sure that I'm not the crazy one. So let's do this. Go here, CloudFormation, refresh, everything rolled back, perfect. Replace, update. Next, and then next, and then next, and then next, and then update, and then let's see what happens. Oh, Normally, I'm not that patient. I don't enjoy figuring this stuff out on my own. I just go to the AWS tech support team and say like, "Yo, documentation wrong, figure it out." But in this case, since we're doing a video about this thing just being deployed and working, I just want to show you the process of figuring out CloudFormation files, how they work. So suddenly, okay, basically it worked, right? If I refresh, nothing happens here. Go here, what happens? Do we have tags somewhere? What just happened? So we got key name, value, video. Okay, so it means that if I want named, I need to do this and then reference this way. And so now I'm getting what they want. Why did I format it? This JSON thing? Right. Okay. So, oh my God. Yeah. So don't expect consistency in CloudFormation files. As you can see, this is a big mess. So it seems that they went away from the default way of doing it, which is basically providing an array of objects. In this case, they decided to get shifty and change how they do stuff. And this is due to basically the problem is when a team in AWS works on a service, when they're responsible, of course, for creating the service, but also they're responsible for creating the CloudFormation file extension option module, however they structure that thing on their side. Meaning, different people will do different things in a different way, right? So if they don't follow strict rules, guidelines, or whatever, they say like, "Hey, tags, I would do it this way." And so, for example, if whoever does this extension to CloudFormation and is not familiar with everybody did before them, you will find small differences which makes no sense and make your life harder. Get used to it, as always. That's what I always say. But this is one of those tiny things that it's going to get you off guard, and it's super annoying. And I know that's life. That's how you have to deal with it. That's it. That's what it is. So in theory, if we just understood them correctly, that's what they want. But normally that's not what you should do. You should normally give an array of objects, because that's 99.999% of the time that you should do it in CloudFormation file. So yeah. Okay, I hope in this case we learned something new. How to get around a inconsistency in the documentation, and how to find a different source of information using the CLI, which a different team, I guess it's writing that, or maybe a different person that did the CloudFormation thing. You get my point. Two different people doing two different things. And hopefully you have to find the truth in between, somehow. Okay. Now we have name, video, source, the name of the company, info, the website of the company. Thank you very much. We did it. Applauses. Yay. Cool. So we have the Backupvault, which took only 1 hour to figure it out. Cool. Now we need plans. We need to plan stuff. We have to plan. Yes. So we have backup plan. Backup plan. So let's do it this way. New backup plan JSON. We do this, we do that, we paste it, we call it this fancy way of backup plan. Tags again. We know how to do those, right? Now we can just copy this and in your face, AWS, we know exactly what to do. Jesus. And cool. So now we need to provide here a type of backup. So what is this? Plan name, backup. It's okay. So we have to keep on digging down. Backup name, we are going to again use the name of this thing, of the unique identifier. And then we need to find out the rules. So we keep on drilling down. And this is the whole object that they like us to provide. Okay, and they want an array of stuff, which we're going to just give them one object, because that's how I roll. I don't give too much when I don't have to. Oh, I hate how this thing is being formatted, because it makes it super hard to follow then. This is in one line. This is just one parameter. Oh, there you go, same here. Yeah, better. Okay, completion window minutes. Copy action, life cycle, recovery point tags, rule name. Okay, I think the rule name, again, we know what we're going to do. We're just going to reference this. Well, no, rule name, and in this case we could do I think we can do, for example, 7 days, right? Because that's, I think, what we're trying to get. Target Backupvault. Okay, so let's see what do we have here. Completion window in minutes. A value in minutes after a backup job is successfully started before it must be completed or it is cancelled. What? A value in minutes after a backup job is successfully started before it must be completed or it's cancelled. That's not English. That has nothing to do with English, and since it's not required, it goes out of the window. Copy action. Not currently supported. Okay, then I guess we are not going to add it if it's not supported. Life cycle. The life cycle defined when a protected resource is transitioned to cold storage and when it expires. AWS Backup transition and expired backup automatically according to life cycle that you define. Okay, I like life cycles, so let's add one. The default after days. Move to cold storage after days. Specify the number of days after creation of the recovery point is specify the number of days after creation that the recovery point is deleted. Must be greater than. Specify the number of days. Okay. So we just need the default days, because yeah, that's the whole point. We want to. What's this? Life cycle is just a JSON thing, right? It's not an array or anything. So yeah, since the name of the role is 7 days, and in this case we're going to just put this, but they said double. Why do you want to provide a double? What double? 5 days and a half? What sort of doubles are you expecting here? I'm putting an integer. I don't care about doubles. It's going to scream at me. It's going to put a 0. Why doesn't like my integer? Okay, that's why. Okay, cool. So we basically, after 7 days, the backup is going to be deleted, which is nice. Recovery point tag. To help organize your resources, you can assign your own metadata to resources that you create. Each tag is a key value pair. JSON again. And we know what we're going to do. We're going to just copy this. And that's how fancy we are. So everything is basically, you cannot lose it. Schedule expression. Oh Jesus. Oh no 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 no. I don't like. It's not required, right? Scheduled expression. Let's go to the CLI and see what we can find. What are we working on? Plan. Plan. Delete. No. Create backup plan. Backup. Oh, okay. This is the plan that they're providing. Rule name, string. Okay, so this is an example. Will they provide a real example? Oh, geez. So cron job, this is how you write it? Again, so you see, they didn't provide the explanation there, but they're providing it here. What is this? This is minutes. This is every 5 hours, maybe? Daily backup, schedule expression. Okay. By the way, let's JSON escape online. Let's see if we can. By the way, Google, can we speak in English? Thank you. Unescape. And then we go here. We switch to JSON. And now we format it. Hey, now I don't care. So we're working on the rule, right? Okay. So rule name backup daily. Oh, that's what they're saying. Backup daily. Okay, I guess it's not 7. So where do you say return? Oh, but it deletes after. Oh, I think you can have backup rule if everything here is optional. What's a yes here? Rule name must be there. Everything else is optional. No. Target. I don't think you can. Then it's like daily backups with 7-day retention. I think makes more sense. I wonder if you can even have spaces. I guess not. We'll see. But okay, so we have the name, life cycle delete after 35 days. We're every 7. Target backup default, start window minutes. They have some sort of thingy there. Schedule expression. Why they're using cron? Schedule expression. Okay. We have to check what this mystery is, because I think every 5 hours is a little bit crazy. That's not daily. I want maybe every 24 hours. That would make more sense. But I'm not a cron expert, so I don't know. The following: create a backup plan. Example: create a specific backup plan with a. Okay, cool. That's what we've done. Output, don't care. Okay, so here they do not explain all the individual options, but in the CloudFormation file they explain individual options. So switch back and forth. This is the backup, right? So this is the plan. Schedule expression start window in minutes. An optional value that specifies a period of time in minutes after a backup is scheduled before a job is cancelled. I wish I understand this sentence. An option value that specifies a period of time in minutes after a backup. So I have after some minutes a backup is scheduled before a job. I have no clue. This just makes no sense to me. Delete this target backup. Okay, so the target is going to be the vault. So it's going to be the backup vault. We're going to reference it. And by the way, let's see what this even means. Cron online. Cron job every hour. How to set up cron cron online. Cron guru. I think I know these guys. It doesn't work because AWS is funny this way. What did they do that's not standard? I know it's not standard. What? Refresh. Random. Okay. So minutes, hours, days, months, days of the day of the week, right? So if that's true, we have minutes, which is 0, hours, 5, day of the month, we don't care, month, we don't care, every month, every day, week, whatever. But one thing to know is that AWS has their own cron thingy. For example, they don't support seconds. That's why they changed their structure a little bit. AWS cron. I think here is where they explain everything. So they have minutes, hours, day of the month, day of the week, year. So yeah, shouldn't this be 23 hours every 23, 24? Oh, okay, that's what they're doing. They're saying like at 5 a.m. every day. Kind of. Because they put a question mark here. So I'm going to say every Monday, Thursday. Oh yeah, because if this is start and this is thing, if this is something, then this needs to be that. Okay, whatever. So yeah, fine. Every day at 5 a.m. I'm done with that. We reference the backup vault, which we can actually move up because it's, I guess, the most important thing. Then the next important thing is the name, or maybe the name is more important, and then we can put the vault. Tags, they're also not super important, so we can move them lower. So I'm doing this to just surface all the most important stuff at the top, because these are the ones that you're going to change, edit most often. So we have a plan tied to a vault. I will rename this to plan, just plan. We are already not backup, so we know that this is a plan. Let's see what's going to crash. Crash. This is where you crash stuff. And then next, and then next, and then next, then next, and then we wait. Let's see what happens. What we've got wrong. Okay. Complete. We did 0 mistakes. Unbelievable. Okay, refresh the plans. Show me the plans. Video plan. Yes. Click on video plan. We have a backup rule, daily backup with 7-day retention. Backupvault video, which is this one. Awesome. Everything is video. It's nice when you tag stuff the right way, right? Tags are in place, which is nice. Click on the rule. What do we have? Oh, I'm excited. So, oh, there you go. This is awesome. So rule name, we have at frequency daily at 5 a.m., which is nice. Start within 8 hours. Have still no idea what that is. Complete within 7 days. Wow. 7 days to complete this? How much gigabytes, terabytes, gigaflops to do? Wow, okay, whatever. Default values are fine with me. Life cycle, never transition to cold storage. Expire after 1 week, which is 7 days. Backupvault video, tags, and awesome. So wow, that worked. I'm still shocked. Protected resources. Create the on-demand backup. No, this is not stuff that we care. Jobs. Restore jobs. Copy job. Backup. Is this it? That's it? That's all we have to do? Backup plan and vault. I guess. To declare this entity in your AWS CloudFormation, what? Spell a set of resources to assign. Ah, haha. Okay. Wait a second. Backup plan ID. Backup selection. Resources. An array of strings that either contains Amazon or much such as of resources assigned to backup plan. Right, so we have to assign now the volumes. I thought so. Seems too easy. It seemed way too easy. Okay, backup selection. No, this is where we want to be. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We have to assign some resources to stuff. Selections, JSON. Okay, so let's start the game again. Backup plan ID. This, right? We reference it the right way, I guess. Backup selection, and this is something that we have to drill in. Copy. Paste. Yum role. Is this needed? No, it is. What? Unarmed the YAML role backup, AWS Backup used to authenticate when restoring the target resource. For example, S3 access. What? Okay. I think we're just going to copy it from somewhere else. I'm not going to make that. Yeah, I mean, this is otherwise this is a guessing game. List of tags. I don't care. An array of conditions used to specify a set of resources to assign. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, we're not going to use this, but you could either provide the resources or provide a set of tags that AWS is going to look for to do the backup, right? But we want to specify the resource. So tags goes away. What's this selection name? Display name, resource selection document. Okay, that didn't make any sense, but I'm guessing this is what we're going to do. Boy. So name important at the top, right? YAML role, we have still no idea what that is exactly. And the resources, we can provide the ARN of stuff. ARN. Okay. Okay. So we need to see what sort of stuff we can get back from what? From EFS. EFS. And what? Where am I? Okay, file system. There you go. Thank you very much. Return values. So as I mentioned before, you can return values, right? I mean, CloudFormation can give you back values. In this case, we have only one value, which is the ID of TFS, which is not enough. because we need to provide the ARN. And to provide the ARN, we have to construct it by ourselves because AWS doesn't like us. Says, you know what? Just figure it out. So we're going to use EFS is the name. Yeah, I guess. Let's keep it that way. Resource. So we're going to use a function, which I don't remember how it goes. But we're going to do this for now. We're going to just build that ARN by ourselves. Reload, thank you very much. Video, this is the KMS, do not care. I want the ARN. Oh, this thing. Cool. You see on ARN anyway that the references, manage network access, manage client access, DNS, what? Go back here. Resource. An array of strings that either contain Amazon resource names, ARNs, or match patterns such as what? I think this is referencing to EBS volumes, not EFS drives. Oh boy. So wait a second, I have a vault. Access policy, do not care. There's nothing here, right? We have a plan. Resources, oh, whoa. Okay. So it seems that in the plan you have to provide the IDs, right? Plans and no. No. I think the UI is just protected. Right. So I think the UI is, so this is as a separate CloudFormation entity, whatever. And so we are working on the resource. Where was we? Where were we? No, this is backup selection. And this is resource. Very useful. Backup plan, type, life cycle, selection. Okay. Sign resource. Assigned by tags. Let's a second. Let's think here. Target, Backupvault, schedule expression. Where were the tags? List of tags. Uh-huh. I have an idea. I think I know what's happening. Okay, where are we? Selection goes out the window. We don't care. No, we care. Right, backup selection. That's what we're working, right? Backup selection. Okay, let's go to the backup selection from the top. Backup selection, we have it. Backup selection, we have to get in. Then backup selection name, resources, list of tags. So yum role, we said we have no idea, resource tags. Okay, cool. So let's remove this one. And list of tags, I know what they're doing. Jesus. List of tags, click here, and we have 3 tags, right? Same as in the UI. Meaning, I'm guessing, and it's a big guess, but maybe I'm right. Condition key. So if we go to the UI, we have this, so we can... Oh, what we are going to type here? Resource ID, maybe? It should be what? Condition ID, what was it? Resource ID, sorry. Resource ID, who knows? And then instead of this, we type here EFS, the type, right? This is the type. And then the ID, which is this thing here. What have I done? There you go. And then we reference the resource. Okay, stop screaming at me. Please stop. So they say they have so this we have to find out what's going on, but I want to see if I go to yum. And if I go to what? Roles and do backup. Hey, we have a default one. Okay, so let's just copy this one and use this one. I hope that's the case. So this is again more important. We can make it much easier for us to figure it out. But let's see if I go to this, because we said that we have to now do backup selection, get list, create backup selection. List of tags, string equals. So, okay, so we are way off. Condition type, condition key, condition value. Okay, so this is, no, I had it wrong. It's not, it's basically saying probably if name equals whatever value, then do the backup. Well, okay, so we can do it this way. If they don't allow us to provide anything else, so we can do this name, and we know what name you're going to use, the unique name, right? Ta-da, problem solved. Thank you very much. Because it seems that the CloudFormation file does not support. So since EFS drives do not have an ARN, The only way to go around this is to do the tag, but then you might say, but David, there is a UI that allows you to do this. Yes, I agree, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do that. So let's try this one and see what happens, if we can even deploy it. Yeah, I'm not happy about that you cannot specify exactly what you want, which is not cool. But let's see what we can have here. And of course, I can then later on update this CloudFormation file with a more direct specific thing. But let's see. Add backup selection. Makes sense. That's what I want. So update in progress. Creation in progress. Failed. Hooray. Validate condition, condition type, condition key. What? Ah, okay. Backboard. Sorry. Should be this way. There you go. Makes more sense, right? Type key. Okay. My bad. Refresh, update, replace, upload, select, choose, click, next. For live, next thing oh, by the way, I highly recommend having a mouse with a endless scrolling thingy there, so you can just swing it once and keep on scrolling the page while you click, which in the case of AWS, that's very useful. Completed. Hey. No. What? Oh, this is the RN of the role. Okay, for a moment there was just what happened. Resource name, video, tag role name, video. Which, of course, if we go to EFS, it should have a tag named video. Yes. The most awful way to display tags, but whatever. Okay. So we did that. So what happens if I click on this? I can only delete, I cannot even edit. Oh, that's clever. AWS, hide your mistakes. Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, ta-da, we finished. We did it. Now, does it work? I have no idea. Because we have to wait until 5 a.m. Cool. Anywho, so let's make it even nicer now, because since we have something that works, which is good, we want to make it pretty and be a little bit more flexible. So we can reorganize basically the parameters that we have, since right now they're just all over the place. So I will start with the VPC situation and make it nice. So first it should be the VPC ID. By the way, let me open that file on this side. Do not want. Yes. And so then I can, go back. What happened? Now switch here. Okay. So we can copy this. Then the sub. Okay, it's not working as I expected it to work. But whatever. And then this cider block. Okay, so that's the VPC. VPN? No, VPC. VPNC. Virtual Private Cloud. Because not network. It's not a network, it's a cloud. Everything is in the cloud. Then what do we get? Performance, provision throughput, transition plan, unique ID. You know what? Let's do this in this case. Basic is going to be the unique ID. That's the basic. And then we're going to have EFS. EFS drive, right? And so performance mode, you can select that. You can provision the throughput depending on what you select. And then the throughput mode. I'm not sure yet which one should go first. And then transition to AI. Well, AI, I don't know what even that means. And so mode, throughput mode. Hey, this performance. Select the performance of the drive. What do we get? General purpose max I/O. That should be first. Then we say the throughput measure in megabytes. Bits by I don't know. That's only when you select max I/O, so that should be next. Throughput mode, bursting provisioned. That can go next. Then yeah, this can be last. Makes sense. And we can even now make a folder that says basic and move the basic. Unique identifier. Oh, I think I did. I did something wrong. Reveal in Finder. What have I done? I'm confused. And then EFS drive. There you go. And I'm doing this all on the other side of the screen. Sorry. So basic, EFS drive, and VPC. Yay. But we also need to clean up all of this stuff. So how many do we need? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we go to this, 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 and that. And I could have, can we? In your face. Okay. Unique identifier. VPC. Subnet. Seeder. Performance mode. You know what? This is way too much for me. For my tiny brain. In megabits. Oh, that was bits. Okay. Bits, not bytes. Important. Throughput. Have also no idea how to type. No clue whatsoever. I'm losing letters. And then we have transition to II. Can't remember what's the short for that. Anyway, so we did that. So now it's going to be smidge more organized, which we are not going to see any difference until we add something new. So new param is going to be EFS drive. Oh, we're going to make it backup. New folder, backup. And then new file is going to be days, JSON, days. We want days in JSON. and we want whatever days param number. After how many days the backup should expire, right? And now we take this thing, go back to metadata. After the drive, we can add it. And we can call this backup. Yes, I know I copy it and I lose the copy, but I like to do it this way. Backup days, delete. I'm losing it again, I knew. And then days. Retention day. There's already an S, right? Retention days. Retention day. Retention. Whatever. Works for me. So we have this, we have that. We do days, we take those days, and then we go to our selection, no, to our plan, and we say reference ref our days. So you can have the flexibility to say whatever you want. But now you say, David, the rule name, is going to make no sense. Well, we can get fancy, because we can take this, put it in here, like so, right? Then we can wrap this into a object, and then in front we can slap a function, which is going to be ref. Don't quote me on that. Let me okay, CloudFormation functions. Search for that. What? No, intrinsic function. Sorry, I don't know how to read. New base function get import join select split sub. Sub. Okay, that's what I wanted. Yeah, substring, I guess that's short for. And yeah, you can do it. So the documentation here is a little bit clunky, right? It tells you that so basically if you provide an array, right, and then the next value basically is the variable, so the domain is being replaced here with whatever value is referencing here. But you can just do it the way I did it, and let's see. Oh, there you go. That's a good example. Without mapping. Okay, so you have the with mapping and without mapping, right? So I'm doing without. So yeah, so by doing that, you can customize your string however you want. So we have the days, we have the retention. Should be nice. So if we build this, we go back and then we update. What shall we get? Something that works or doesn't work? Next. Oh, now we have everything organized. VPC, thank you very much. Subnet, CIDR, EFS drive, all the options, and then the backup. After how many days the backup should expire? Let's do 5. I don't care about 7. And actually we can then add a default value maybe of 7, or maybe not. Maybe yes, so nobody forgets about that. So let's see what we get here now. Update in progress. Backup plan completed. Thank you. Refresh. Hey, daily backups with 5 days retention. Thank you very much. It worked. We did it. We've done. Maybe it didn't, and it didn't take 2 hours and a half. Well, this was a tiny project, right? But we did it. I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's add the default value as the last thing. at the cherry on the top, however you say it. Default 7. So now when you go and deploy a new version from scratch, just make a new one. Next, scroll down 7 days. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is it for today. I hope you learned something new about CloudFormation files in AWS. They are pretty cool, but also clunky at the same time. But we know how to find a solution to a bad documentation in a different place using the CLI documentation, and then use the CloudFormation documentation to fill in the gaps, and both ways. And that way we can make it somehow work. And hopefully tomorrow at 5 a.m. UCT, UTC, I'm going to have a backup, which I'm going to check, of course. But if everything checks out, I'm going to finish the repository, make it nice. And if there's some tiny mistakes, I'm going to just fix them. And off you go. See you.